Success is not a lack of knowledge. Success is a lack of implementation. We simply don't do the things we already know we should do. So sometimes you have something that you know what you want, you know what you got to do, but you don't do it. That is the conundrum of human nature.
I'm sold logically. If you're not selling logically, it's smoke and mirrors. You have to be logical, pragmatic, and you've got to be able to identify the holes or the pain points of the seller and the buyer. And when you can say that logically, you're closing. Like, it's just so easy.
And what are you doing to develop something that gives you a point of view that says, this is why you want to trust me? Because the moment they walk out the door, they're going to go see another bunch of agents, because I'm sure your properties aren't exclusive.
What I have to say about rejection is the ability to move on the no's, the escrows, they don't happen, on the things, on the doors they slam in your face. The ability to just move on and go to the next one is a big one.
You know, you're dealing with so many difficult things, but the work that you're doing is truly sacred. I mean, you're helping people step up and step into a whole different life. For some people, it might be the first time they've ever owned a home.
When you give people your time and attention, they pay attention, and that's how you build relationships and build rapport with random strangers.
The worst thing that can happen to a transaction is to have people take the time away from it, right? Time is your enemy in sales, typically.
Social media presence. I want everybody to pay attention to this, especially a component being video. Okay, so it's one thing to make posts. People treated Instagram like it was their personal art gallery for a long time. Now we're seeing the power of it in terms of branding and business, right? Now, what's interesting, the most interesting part about this though, is what all these social media platforms are moving towards, and that's video first. They're moving to video first. It's not posts, it's not pictures, it's not carousels, it's video first and video only in some cases.
So I think story is incredibly important, and it's not just about face value. It's not just about the way you look. It's just about everything else. And feel, again, is the most important part of that.
Okay, so I challenge everybody right now that's wearing shoes. Can you feel the shoe that's on your foot right now? Was the shoe always on? Yeah, it was, but you weren't thinking about it. But if I call attention to it, I'm gonna pull it up. Well, guess what? You can only hold 126 bytes worth of data in your conscious mind, because as I started talking, you forgot about your shoe again. So you need to be able to trigger in a customer what's important to them and what comes at them.
If someone else is in control of a deal, you are going to lose on that deal. So number one is you want to be in control at all times. So how are you in control? Starts here. I'm in control. I need to do whatever it takes to get this thing done. The next thing is truly understand that you are trying to influence an outcome. And if you cared about an outcome, then you would do whatever it takes, right?
What's the most important thing do you think that sales professionals, entrepreneurs need to focus on going forward, 2021 and beyond?
The most important thing you need to focus on is you. And all of us are where we are today because of the choices we made before today. And if you want something different, something better in your life, you just simply need to start making different choices.
Education is huge for real estate agents. If you can't be funny, which a lot of people can't, and you can't do humor in marketing, education and marketing is what we could provide, because everybody is buying or selling a house at some point. So if you could just give information on rates or what's an appraisal, what's an inspection period, just kind of stuff like that, I really think that that's kind of like the loop into people wanting to work with you.
If I'm going to talk about the business in a little bit more detail, I'm not saying this just to appease you, David and Nathan, but what set us apart and what was instilled in me as a kid was it's all about niche. It's all about changing the game. It's all about finding your own lane. And the reason why I love what GPG are doing, and they haven't plugged me to say this, but this is the reality. We changed the industry in central London because we just went different. And every single part of this business I'm seeing from you guys, you're doing exactly the same thing.
When I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see one of your bloody podcast segments and there's some mad hip hop song, and like, it gets you going. It's like, it's sexy branding, it's sexy logo, it's cool, it's catchy, it's contagious. You're thinking outside of the box, and like, people are gonna recognize you, they're gonna know you, and they wanna be a part of it, period. That's just the reality.